All right. So far the pace of the workshop is okay, right? It's not too fast, neither is too slow, right?
No, I think it's going pretty well. I mean, we stop you when we
Okay.
need more
Yeah.
time.
Sure. Can I share my screen, please? Thank you. Can I help switch on the hosting? Yeah. Edit.
Yes. Oh, I'm
Can
sorry. Are you not
you
able
give
to
me
share your
permission to
screen?
share screen?
I'm
Yep.
sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I think we have to restart.
I'm gonna make you a co-host again. There we go. Okay. You should be able to do that
Right.
now. Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Welcome back to the afternoon session. So just now we were doing the first part of the GGPLOT2, which is on the scatter plot. And I forgot to included two more lines into this GGPLOT script, but this will be useful for later. One is setting the color, right? So to set the color, you have to have another line. Is this line? I'll just put it into the chat box so everyone can copy the line and then put it just as another additional line for the GGPLOT. So you put this. So what happened is that the scale color will be set based on the color that we set earlier, which is the red, navy, coral, and dark green, purple, and gray. So we will manually set the color of the depth. And secondly is that if you notice some of the place right over here, there are a few points that are on top of each other. So it's very hard to observe what is on top of each other, and especially those with colors almost the same color. So what I can suggest is to put an alpha or transparency scale. After setting the color, the transparency scale, usually you can set it here. You have put a comma and alpha. So alpha transparency scale is from 0 to 1. 0 means total transparent. 1 means solid color. So if I would suggest to use 0.5 to 0.75. So if you put 0.75 and then you add the scale color manual based on the values of the color that we provided, then you will get this. All right. So what happened is that, yeah. So you see some of the parts here, 0.75, I think it's not too obvious. I'll see 0.5 then. If you put 0.5, and yeah, you will see the difference much more obvious, whereby the color become the icon and the has become more opaque. If you squeeze it smaller, you can see that it goes on top of each other, and you can see what's behind, what's underneath the other icons, right? Is it okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is an alpha value for graph. You can do that for base plot as well, but base plot, you have to add another few lines or scripts just to achieve the same effect. And then, so far, any question about scatter plots?
I don't think so.
All right. So let's move on to the next one. It's line charts. Remember just now we were doing line charts, and then it was quite tough in the sense of you have to compress the data in order to get a proper line to transform it. GGPLOT can help elevate some of the workloads. If we were to put this and then let's go for HC and NIA. So it will be like this, follow every dots, right? But instead, if you were to add the same thing, geom point, just now was geom point, yeah, right? To see the same thing, you can see it connects all the line here. All right. So it connected all these lines, and it becomes like a line charts. So for those who has a continuous time series data, if you want to plot your temperature, you can always use these line charts. Then you can plot the line here. All right.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I put geom point. Hold on. Geom. Sorry.
Line,
I
underscore.
put the wrong one. Geom line. Okay.
It's still the same. Okay. And next one will be if you have multiple factors, like for example, in our case, for data one, you want to put in as in, let's say, hard coral with year, and then group it based on depth and leeward windwards. And so, if you want to group it, then let's copy the whole thing, paste it here. Variable X, will put it as year. Yeah. And then Y, excuse me, hard coral. Interaction, let's put it as in, hold on, leaving and depth. And let's put the color as depth. So you will see multiple lines. All right, so what happened is that instead of creating one few lines, we have multiple lines that represent every single situation. But if you notice that my factor color is based on the what you call that, based on depth. So there are two lines that is either one is leeward, one is windward. So how do you want to make sure that it looks different? Then you can order. Color interaction. Let's put it as interactions. Oh, let me see what have I done wrong here. Geom unexpected signal in geom line. That's true. Let's see it corner. Okay, it's done. Okay, and then let's go back to interaction. Yeah. So you can see if you have color interaction based on leeward unit, then it will come out with something like this. So it's easier for you to detect which one is which one. All right.
Okay.
So if you want to change the theme, I'll always suggest changing the theme to make it much more friendly. And if you find that the color, you don't like the color, you can always use scale color. The scale color, which is right up above. You want to enter manually the values, should be fine. Yeah. Got it. Sorry. Red, purple. And here you go. And set your own color. All right. So this is a much easier, much more friendly.
I think he froze. Is it me? I don't think so.
Just send a message here.
Oh, did he?
His laptop crashed.
Oh no. Shit,
Oh, he's gone.
he's gone.
Why you here? Hey, Agus.
I thought you were in Japanese class.
2:40.
Oh, okay.
I still have 15 minutes.
I should probably go to Japanese class. But I'm committed to this.
Can I go too? Oh,
We're still being recorded, so everything you say can and will be held against you on
oh
YouTube.
boy. Yeah, too bad I didn't make some jokes. Poor famous dude. I have a terrible timing. Guess what?
It's also really funny for this workshop. They also gave us like this very big assignment, again, 2 days before it's supposed to happen.
Nice. That's good.
The one that you have on Saturday?
Yeah. Well, his laptop decided to crash to update.
Oh no. Yeah, I think I can pause the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can start.
Oh wait,
we can talk.
the recording ended? No.
Sorry for the technical trouble. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Right. Very sorry for the the problem caused. Hold up. Let me see if I can share my screen. Yep. All right. Okay. So, where were we? We were in the line. Yes. So just now we're talking about the line. So where was I when I got cut off?
We were adding, we had, I don't know, the group interactions, and we were adding on to those.
Okay, yes. Sorry for the sudden update of my system.
Oh, don't worry about it. I needed to catch up anyway.
So let's see the rate here, HC, the interaction will be leaving. Color will be the same thing. And the color scale based on the color that we set earlier should be that's good. Sorry, let me see what did I do wrong. Color, not this one. Line enough, no button with this. Put interaction, and then this one form. I forgot that I cleaned off the color. There's the color. Oh yeah. Yep, we're back. Okay, so now we have this graph, and then this is basically much cleaner and faster way of making line graph without doing any more the data summarization. However, this one we are not so sure whether it is mean or median. So if you want to make sure it is mean, then we have to use the stat summary.
I have a
Mhm.
question. I'm getting an error message in my scale color manual. It says the argument values is missing with no default.
With no defaults. Did you put any color in it? Values equals to color.
I have values over in my environment. Does that?
So do you have do you have values equals to COLS?
Yes.
Can I have a look at your script?
Yes. Wait, sorry.
Right. Your value should with an S.
Oh, of course. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Got it?
Yes, but it says duplicated aesthetics after name standardization, and now it's all red.
All right. Okay, your color equals to red. Remove that.
Okay,
Line width.
yeah, I see it.
All right. Let me rewrite this code for you, so you can rewrite these codes. Okay. So you remove the red. Okay. And then line width, you remove the line width. Hold on. I'll just show you here. It's easier. Remove yes, group iteration.
Oh, I see. There's color interaction there.
Yep. Should be like this.
Mm.
Is it okay?
Let's see. Now it says I'm getting an error. Oh, let me just paste it in differently.
No plus at the end.
Yeah.
Before the geom, before the
Yeah, I
theme,
see that
before the
now.
geom.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Any error?
Hold on, I'm still getting error messages.
Oh, because of the value is
Oh.
values.
I did it. I got it.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. My bad. So so this is the this is how you create it, but we are not so sure whether is it median or mean. So if you want to make sure that it is median or mean, line 287 and 288 will be the defining method. So you just put this in, right? Exactly the same as earlier. Then just change X is as here. Y will be HC. Group interaction will be the same thing for this one. If you want to change the color, the same thing as well. And instead of using geom underscore line, use step underscore summary. The function is for mean and geom is line. So it automatically identifies it as summarize the data, base it as a line. So summarized by mean, you can use mean, median, and sum. So plus, and then after that, add back, if you want to, you can add back all the theme or color base edits here. Is it the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. So this is by the mean. Line width. If you go by median, yeah, mean and median is almost the same results. All right. So this is a better, easier way of drawing line charts using GGPLOT rather than the base plots. Do you have any questions on this?
I think we're good. in the
Yeah.
room.
Okay. And this is a line charts with a very crude way because you have all the edges, right? The points. Sometimes if you want to remove the noisiness of your data, such as temperature data, or if you are into Forex, some will prefer use average it up. So if you average, it's best to use smooth, geom smooth. So like just now, as you saw, you can technically using back almost the same, using back almost the same scripts as the first line, but instead the second line go for geom smooth, and yeah. Oops. So okay, let me recalculate it again, but this time, you see, I have this standard error. So the standard error does really make the whole thing noisier. So we can SE and switch off that standard error. And so it becomes like this. So it's much smoother than before. And then you can see the pattern. Right? So if you have like a time series of temperature or anything that has a very rough edges, you can first put in your smooth line or the edgy line, and then superimpose it with a smooth line. If you want, you can also look at the comparison between both. So geom underscore line, and then you go LTY equals to LTY. Yeah, that's what it's equal to. So you should be able to see the difference, right? Can you see the difference now?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can use either one will be okay or all right, depending on how noisy your data is. I'll prefer using smooth graph. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have any questions so far? We're clear?
We're good in the room. Yeah.
All right. So next up will be histogram. So histogram, like earlier, histogram is basically quite simple. You can just copy the whole thing. To reduce spelling errors, just copy the script that I've provided. Let's go for hard coral. And then histogram, you can look at the bandwidth. Bandwidth means this time around, this is different from base plot. Base plot is you decide how many bar you wish to have. But in this case, what is the range of each bin? Like for example, just now was every 5. So we can put every 5 and then variable, let's say HC. Then frequency, title, HC, histogram. So you'll see that your bin is every bar is 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5. If you want to change it to 10, your bin width, you can put it as 10 right here. Then you cut the bin by half. Yeah, now it's in the 10. If you want to put it like in a bin of, say, a bin of, say, 6. This every 6 is the group is in 6, then you have the group in 6. Okay?
Yep, got it.
Yeah. So you have over here, you have more control on your own histogram customization. Okay. And what if you have 2 groups? You want to show 2 groups. So you just add, going back to the same script, at AES, you just go fill based on factor. Let's start with the simpler one with leewards and windward. Let's put the bin at 5. Make it easier for observation. And you can see the color difference. All right. So it's actually see the scale is different now. Okay.
Yes.
And this is this is mostly histogram. That means it's all in bars. But density plots, the next one is density plot. You have to add, instead of using histogram, remove this, and then you go for geom underscore density, geom underscore density, and then the alpha value is equals to 0.5, 0.5, yeah. Fill, let's put the fill as in color, yeah. So this is, did I press? Oh, sorry. I have to put in here another plus here. Yeah, and so this is what we call as a density plot. I have to put the line with, sorry, I have to put the line. Yeah. So a density plot, it's instead of a bar, you can see the density, how the smooth density curve is. So we can see that leeward is more normally distributed than windward's high coral frequency. Okay. So shall we take a 10 minutes break? But instead of break, you can try it on not leeward windward, but you can try it on maybe by depth or other not just hard coral but other categories. We'll come back in after 10 minutes. Just have a training. All right.
Okay,
See you in
awesome.
a bit. And then if you have any question, you can when I return, you can ask the question. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, Boo, I actually do have a question if you're there. Oh, I think he would have. Oh, he said he's leaving for 10 minutes? Okay. No, he's moving his mouse.
office. If I wasn't back in the don't
Okay.
because
All right, I'm back. So far, okay?
I had a quick question.
Yes, please.
So before we started working with GGPlots, you showed us a way where we could, what is it called? The PAR, multiple plots in one window. Are we able to do
Yes.
that with GGPlots as well?
Much faster.
Oh, much faster?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay. It is after this. I think so. It's faceting. Yep, faceting. It's like this. It's only like this.
Okay. I can hold out till we get there then.
Yeah. So, okay, is there any questions regarding to the density plot, histogram, and the rest above?
Not yet.
No questions.
So now let's move on to the next one, box plots. So if you have only one groups, let me clean this off. Okay, you can always copy this and just paste it and change accordingly. For the factor, let's go for depth. And then for the variable y, let's go for HC. And then the fill Let's go for Lee and Win. All right. And then think this one HC. This one should be depth. This one HC. This is that. And then just add another subtitle. All right, so there you go. Hold on. There must be something wrong. Feel. Oh, so not feel, so it's color. Okay. HCX and export by why is it not good yet? Wait. Why is everything in the correct way, but hold on. Why is this correctly every day? What? Oh. It should have three. It should have. Let me start from basic one. GGPLOT. That. Y is equal to HC. Okay, let's start it again. Sorry, there must be some problem with the scripts. Depth. Why depth is not shown? Why depth is not shown in this graph? If I use okay, I understood now. Sorry. I missed doing one thing. Missed out doing one thing just now. When I had a crash of my desk laptop, I forgot to change it back to apply it as a factor. HC. Sorry. Geo box. My bad. Yeah. Okay, this is the box plot. And I'm sorry for the wait. Let's see. Where's my box plot here? Geo box plot. All right, then fill based on depth. Leeward. Yes. Okay. Now, so stat summary. Sorry, I have to rebuild the whole thing out of. Okay. Fine. Hold on. Because this one will be. Hold on. Let me think of that word. Not identity. No. That's a word for it. Watch. Acquisition touch. It's not so. Come on, yeah. Dodge. Wait. Hmm. Okay, let me check my script back again, on the original script. I'll come back to you about this script error. I tested it out, it was okay the other day.
Okay.
But the problem is that now is that the geom has to be filled based on colors. I'm not so sure why it didn't shift left and right based on the points.
Hmm.
Mhm. But if you were, but for now, if you were to remove this, I'll update my script later. But if you were to remove this, it should be fine. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I tested it out a few days ago. It was okay, but not so sure why is it today. Not my day. So you should see the difference, and it breaks the by 5 meters, 7.5 and 10 meters and leeward windwards. So you don't really need to do a lot of setup. GGPLOT 2 helps you set it up for you automatically. All right.
Okay.
Alright.
So this is box plot. Do you want give you 5 minutes for you to test other to play around with box plot? Because
Okay.
box plot is actually quite an important plot for ecologists. So you can play around for another 5 minutes. I'll come back later. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys. I managed to figure it out.
Okay.
So I missed one particular, this one, the position dodge. So you have this position dodge is whereby it requires your position, that point position, to be slightly off from center. So for this is 0.7 or 0.75. Let me see, or 8. 0.7 and see, it's right. Is it right at the center? Yeah, it's almost at the center. No, it's not. How far is it? I think 0.75 better. Okay. So you have to add another position dodge 0.75. So you'll find the dot is slightly off from the rest, and then it will be at the center of your box plot. So I will send you this particular script here and replace it with the old one. I'm very sorry for the what you call that, the script error. Yeah, replace this.
Okay. And that moves the dots over because they were on the edges before.
Moves
Right.
over to.
It moves the dots, it centers them.
Yeah, yeah.
Why, is there a reason why they were, oh, sorry. Is
Sorry?
there a reason why they were on the edge before?
You mean like before like this, right? Hold on, let me
Yeah.
put it.
Yeah, before you put it in the position.
Right? Because they are
Yeah.
right at the center of 5, 7.5, and 10. Right at
Oh,
the center.
I
So
see.
I dodge it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to start writing a script based on R, it's tough, but once you have done it once, it's very easy.
Mm.
This one you don't need position dodge for this one. Yeah, you don't need this, but for only for this. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Yeah. So you somehow you made it like try to dodge each other. They don't coincide the other what you call it, the other means.
Right.
All right. Shall we move on to bar plots?
Sure.
Okay. So now bar plots has a very interesting way of doing it. It's not very hard. It's just once you've done it once, it's fairly easy. Okay. Let's start off with a basic one. So let's start off with only this first, and we slowly build it up. What we need is underscore BW. What first? What we need, you see now here is data1.long.
Yep.
So instead of looking at one particular cover, now as an ecologist, we usually want to look into how the composition of your coral cover, right? Or any individual's cover composition. So what we need is, number one, decide the factor. Like for example, we are looking into depth. And then variable y will be the percentage. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, percentage. And then the fill color will be the cover. Okay. So then after this will be geom bar identity. And then in underscore BW. Okay, so there are two ways to look into this. Identity means it sum up everything, sum up everything and make a bar out of it. So if you have a identity, it will be more than 100% because it is the sum of everything. It is the sum of the values here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's why it hits more than 1,000. But you can see that the hard corals, the breakage of hard corals, NIA, others, RB, RC, RKC, SC, SD, SI, and SB. Notice that these were all organized based on alphabetical orders.
I see.
All right. And then if you want to make sure it is 100%, then it's just 7% percentage. Hold on, geom bar. Stats. Then stats. Geom bar and visible summary. Yeah, summary. Sorry. So if you want to look into 100%, then put summary. So identity and once you put on summary, then it will show you 100% coverage, rather than this is the sum of everything. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you want to set your bars, what you call that, limit, right? The bar limit. Copy here. That's here, and I just want 0 to 100. 0, 100. Oh, sorry. If you want to put a 0 to a 50, 120, then it will be 125. You will leave a space up there. If you want to put it like 95, not advisable, but yeah, you might lose some data points here. Don't lose anything, but yeah. Yeah, somehow if 95, you can get 100% touching at the top of the bar. So basically, this is the bar plot for different depth. It's okay, everyone?
Yes.
All right. So this one, I'm not so sure why I put it here. This one, I will not put this in this class because this one is if you have if your geom bar plot is only one plot, so it's dodged based. I will not put this in. I'll remove this because it will be very, very confusing for everyone. And then for the grouping, based on different factor and dodge. So the position dodge, yeah, I think it's whereby you move the bar graph to the different colors to the side of itself. So if you were to put data long and then like just now, the fact the X will be depth, variable will be percentage. The fill will be in cover, and the rest, it's like this. Then you should have like this.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of stacked on each other, they are next to each other. Okay?
Yes, it's working. I'm just wondering what the no summary function that keeps appearing.
Stats equals to summary, and then
Yeah.
what's the error again? Can you please copy?
It's the same on your screen. No summary function supplied, defaulting to mean SE.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
That means there is no standard error. No error bar.
Okay.
This stack bar plot, but based on means. So this is the same thing that we did like earlier on. Sequence. Okay, and then what was my hold on? What was my data one? Was one number factor should be depth should be okay. Why was it 4, 6, 8, and 10? Scale lower is 5, and this one should be 10, 5, 10, sequential by 2.5. Yes. Sorry. So just now you saw the scale was not on top of 7.55, 7.5 and 10, right? It's not in sequence because it identifies itself as a sequence continuous number. But if you want to make sure it is on top of the 5, 7.5 and 10 line, you can add this scale X continuous, break sequence, lower X, upper X, and the sequential. So what happened was earlier on, I added this, I had this, right? Not dodge. I had this. So if like this, then you should see it's not on top of the line. If you want to add the top of the line, the marker on top of the line, you have to manually ask it to do so. So the breaks should be 5 to 10. And then the sequential for every 2.5, because it was 5, 7.5, and 10. Right. Is it all right?
Typing it in now. Break sequence.
So everyone is okay with this part for bar plot?
Yes. Finish line. I get the image, but then I'm also getting an error in del by non-numeric argument to binary operator.
Can you put on str and then also data one? Can you tell me what's your depth and leeward? Is it factor?
Yeah, depth and Leewind are both factors.
Okay. It's not numerical. Can I have a look at the error message again?
Yeah, let me send you the whole.
Mm. No need to open quotation to 5, 10, and 1.5.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Welcome. Does it work?
Anybody else? I think we're good.
Does it work? Adif,
I'm sorry?
did it work?
Well, now I'm getting error in E1 percentage plus percentage. Can't add E2 to a theme object.
Did it produce the graph that needed?
I do still have a graph.
Can I have a look at the script again? The error message.
Sure, let me run it. Oh.
E2. E1 plus E2. Let me check. Let me get it's 2.5, not 1.5. I think. Was it 2.5? 1.5. Wait. Yeah, it's 2.5, sorry. Look at 2.5. See, yeah, I did error here as well. 2.5 should be, yeah. You try to 2.5 and see.
Yeah, I did it just now, but I'm still getting error message.
E2.
I mean, the graph shows up, I just get an error message at the same time.
Yeah, I'll come back to you when I start look at the error message. It might be some arbitrary error message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, welcome. And then so these are all the basic graph that we have done so far. We've did on line graph, scatter plots, density plots, box plots, and bar plots. These are the basic plots that usually we'll use. There are also some like violin plots, rain plots, radial plots, Sankey plots. What else? Likert bar graph plot, Likert bar plots. So these are the additional plots that you can go back and then research on it if you want to use it. And may I know, does anyone in the group works on social science?
Me, Edith, and
Like
Faisal.
looking into Likert scale.
Yeah.
All right. So have you heard about Likert graph?
Sorry, what?
Likert graph.
No.
So you can use ggplot to construct Likert graphs. So you have 1 to 5, right?
Right.
So usually the middle point is 3. So if you use a normal bar graph, you have like this. A very standardized square graph. However, this will not show you where is your skewness of your opinion. So this will show the skewness of the opinion. Hold on. Not the best. Give a better option. Where is this? Number 5. Yeah. So this is a slightly more extreme. So you have 1 to 5 and 3 is neutral. So by using Likert graph, Likert package, Likert, they will automatically align number 3 as the center. And then it will tell you what's the opinion of a certain question. Like for example, 4 and 5 is positive. So the 4 and 5 graph will go, if there are longer graphs at the 4 and 5, that means 90% of the surveyed candidates show that positive feedback, then you can see 90% positive feedback, 10% neutral. This one is 80% positive, 20% neutral. And in this one is 10% positive, 20% neutral, 70% negative.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use this ggplot to create these kind of plots.
Okay. Yeah, that's helpful. Thank you.
And anyone is working on relating one category to another category. I show you a graph. Hold on, loading. Okay. All right. So this is the Sankey graph. A Sankey graph will show you, like, for example, these are projects and these are themes of projects. So this shows that project number 9 provide 9.6 million to team 1. And then project number 10, project number 11, and project number 12 will only provide a small number. So this, you can see, you can show that this and this, how are they related?
Hmm.
So you can either do it based on numbers of frequency or total of a certain value. Relationship wise, these are also for social science output. The best thing about this graph is that you can move it. So you can organize the category based on what you need. And yeah, I'll show you how to make an interactive graph later this workshop.
Okay.
Within this workshop. So, but not Sankey. Sankey, it's another new, Sankey and Likert has another new way of writing the script. It is slightly different from the general ggplot style, even though they are ggplot as well. But if in the future, if anyone wants to draw this kind of graph, you can always come and text me or email me. I'll happy to guide you. All right. So now, do we have any questions?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay, so now let's go to faceting. So we have facets on, let's say, just now we were looking in NIA and hard corals scatter plot, right? And we have everything in one go. Like, for example, let's put this here, NIA, HC, NIA, this called BW. All right, this was our graph just now. Okay, and then we also have color scale. What was the? Was it scale color or something? Sorry, I can't remember. Scale color. Okay. And then the fill, the color was based on that. Okay, and then the size. Let's see, size. Size 4. All right. Okay. So we did this just now. And then we also added another graph into another geom, was geom smooth or geom line. Geom smooth. And then method LM with SE false. So you see that there are multiple lines. Okay. Oh, sorry. So you see that there are multiple lines here. and then it's a bit confusing if you have more than three lines, more than 2 or 3 categories. What if you can break them, right? So that's what faceting is for. So facet, you just add another one, another simple facet, just right around here. Facet underscore grid based on factor. Factor, what's our factor? Is a depth. Okay. Just change that. I should have 3 graphs like this. And it's in the same scale. So you can compare. All right.
I'm getting a warning message about the GM smooth, and it's
Yeah.
saying it's ignoring unknown parameters in my methods.
Did you method equals to quotation LM?
Yeah, it's a closed quotation LM after method.
Comma?
Sorry?
Can I have a look at your script again?
Yes.
Sure. With a method without an S.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm sorry.
No worries. It's normal. Once you've done it multiple times, you know what's the error from. It's all right. Can you see the can you generate that?
Yes, I generated it. Now I can add in the other line as well. Let me try that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this one is much friendlier, right? So in fact, if you don't want if you feel like, you know, I don't like different colors. I mean, the same graph having different colors seems arbitrary, right? So why don't you just change the depth to let's say leeward windward? No, not depth, but the color based on leeward windward, right? Then yeah. So now you can see the difference. I mean, it helps you to break your data into smaller chunks or smaller areas so that you can identify which one the pattern is, you know, how the pattern works. All right?
Mm.
And then in fact, you can immediately take this and just put it into your manuscript. You don't need to edit anymore. The minimal fact. I don't like minimal. Classic. Yeah. Classic is another good one. Classic 2. It's the same.
I really like the black and white one.
The black and white. Okay. So you can, I mean, if you have time, you can try different themes so that you can even you can remove the background major grids. Okay. Any
Okay.
questions from you?
I don't think so.
Okay. So now, same thing with the bar graph. You can also change it according to your data that you want to. So facet wrap. Let's, oh, it's a bit, let me remove this. Let me remove this. All right. Okay, so what did I do? Variable X just now was depth. Variable this one is for long, yeah, dot long. Sorry, paragraph has to use long. And then variable Y was percentage. Yes, percentage. Fill by cover. And then start summary. And then facet by, let's say, leeward. Again. Oh, sorry. Remove this. Voila. I think I have to change it at the add this skill as well. Add some more. This skill. Okay. 5, 10, 2.5. Yep. So everyone got this?
Yes.
So now you can see the bar differences. It's way easier, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And then any questions for bar plot? That's all.
No, I think we're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. All right. And then next one will be box plot. Same thing, how you create a box plot. Go for GGPLOT until here. Then you just enter the, let's say, depth again. Variable, let's say HC. Fill. Base. Depth. Usually depth. And then leeward. Yeah. A simple, it's quite simple to do this. Facet wrap is this. And then facet grid is another special one by itself. Guys are okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So let's put it this way. If I were to put here, I'm not so sure will it work on here or not, but let's. Yeah. Okay, this is facet wrap. So even if different, more than a certain amount, it will compress itself. So you can create multiple graph in one go. It's better than just now, right? Yeah.
Could you show us that again? I'm sorry. Oh, we
Okay.
got
It's just add facet wrap
pass it out. Oh, by year. I see. Okay.
by year.
Yep, got that.
Mhm. Okay, so that's all for faceting and for like facet means you break the graph based on a certain factor that you wish to pick on. Like just now we were doing on leeward or by year. So most of the time, what I'll do for box plot, bar plot, and sometimes scatter plot, but not always. So this one can be useful for you to generate a quantitative way of or sometimes publication ready graphs for breaking different treatments. So do we have any questions regarding to this?
I have a question.
Yes.
So if, ggplots it seems to be a lot, easier or simple to use in
Mhm.
comparison to what we were doing earlier, especially with creating multiple graphs at once.
Mhm.
Is
Mhm.
there a reason why we would prefer the version you taught us earlier and as
Okay.
opposed to this version?
Okay, so ggplot is actually very, very useful for basic data. Like
Mm-hmm.
for example, you already have your data in hand, and then you just need to stuff the data into ggplots XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
What if you have a plot that doesn't concur or confer to the ggplots format?
I see.
So that is what the base plot is for. The base plot is a function which which can be used for any types of plot, but with one problem. It has a lot of function and script and parameters that we might not know. It's a book by itself, actually.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Elsevier, there should be a book on teaching you how to write different type of plot, to construct different type of plots using only base plots.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
for ggplot, they also have it, but it is actually a different package. Like Sankey just now, like the Sankey or the Likert, I can do it in ggplot, but I have to download a gglikert or ggsankey package. But in base plot, I can do it immediately, but I have to set up the data before I can put it in. Yeah, right. Edith, anything?
no, that makes sense. So ggplot it's helpful, but it's for more simple data if you need to be able to manipulate the graphs more because of, I don't know, more complicated data sets, then the basic plots would make more sense to use. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Like for example, has anyone seen before the PCA or non-multidimensional scaling graphs?
I don't think anybody in the room, no.
So let me show you this. Hold on, give me some time, yeah. Right. This is a PCA graph. Okay. And then this is based on the you can see that it is actually multiple graph combined into one. This is actually what we call it as a correlation, directional correlation, which means you see these two red dots here. It is very far away from the rest, but it is actually in parallel with total suspended solid and turbidity, which means these three dots here is highly turbid area. Whereas this blue area right here is not that turbid, but it's warm. Because the temperature, it goes in the direction of the temperature. Okay. So this can be constructed in base plot easily, but if you want to use ggplot, you have to make it using 2 or 3 geom plot, like geom scatter, geom points, geom radial, and also geom area to draw this graph. But in base plots, I just need to put in a certain standard script to generate this one.
Okay.
And
Thank
then one more thing, another one will be RCM, nothing RCM. on, I'll have another one. Here, south look up here. Right is Perubahan Iklim. All right, this dendrogram, that means this is a dendrogram, a tree gram that is a component of one graph, one statistical test, and one grouping of data, three sets of data combined in one, which means this is a dendrogram of separating of each location. And then the color code is the statistical analysis of showing this is one group, different color represent different groups. And then at the bottom of this, these are all the different groups of itself. So this is actually three data sets combined into one. GGPLOT has some hard time to construct this graph. It may look simple, but it's actually multiple data set in one.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. So is there any questions so far? Are there any questions?
I think that was it.
Okay. Let's take a until 3:45. Then we will come back and construct two-axis graph.
Okay.
Two y-axis.
55?
Until 3:45. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
You're welcome. See ya.
Going to resume.
All right. Everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay. So now, let's start off with just now we constructed the bar, what you call that? The graph of scatter plot, right? Let's see, just now this morning the plot was all right. So you notice that the NIA is actually 4 times lower than hard coral, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so if you want to make it in one graph, you might have problem because one will be very low, the other one will be very high. If you want to make it into a line graph based on years. So let's start on with a basic one. Let's show the plot of graph based on line graph. Let's start this basic line graph. We remove this plot one for now. We slowly build up the graph.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have to jump in. I typed in that plot data head coral plot or data NIA, and instead of getting like you had NIA on one axis and had hard coral on the other axis. I have two different graphs next to each other.
What? Can I have a look at your script again? Is it the same script?
I'm pretty sure it's the same script. Let me share it with you.
Okay. All right. I understand now. You have to set back one. Where is this? That's the script. Yeah, set this back.
Oh, okay. How do I
This to
unset that?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah. And then construct it again.
Let's see, for and from. Go see.
All right. Can we move on forward?
Yes.
All right. So ggplot, if you were to plot like this, nope, this is not what happened. This is YAS1. So let me go back to the ggplot slide. Okay, that's my not that one. Something wrong with the slide. Sorry, users. Yeah. Okay, so by using this, I'll just change it back. I'll change this. So if you were to, you have to change this. Okay, and then red. It's a red line. And then if we plus theme, PW. All right. And if I want also, I can just enter the X scale. The scale will be what scale? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. From 2017 to 2023, and scale every year. Everyone. Okay. All right. Now, so now we'll just change this to line. It's now GM9, that line. So we change this again. Sorry, I have to change this. That summary. But instead, the fund we have to divide. We have to multiply by 4. And the mean of NID. Hold on, yeah. There must be some problem with the script. Test it again. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, there must be some problem with the script. Let me test it again. By the year. And then this one HC. This one NIA. 4. Four. Oh, so this one should be divided by 4. This one should be multiplied by 4. Why is this like this? Hold on, sorry, yeah. Let's just make it less error. I'll give another way of it. Hold on. I'll copy this script and then paste it in the chat box. Please use this instead.
Okay.
Because I cannot figure out why is it. I have to figure out why is it like this. It was okay yesterday, but instead of then we change it to here. And then the first Y1 HC. The second Y is NIA and multiply by 4. And then when you go down to this, I'll explain to you oral percentage. And then this one multiply by 4. Then this one will be NIA by percentage. All right, let me explain to you one by one what does this mean. Okay. So the first one is we have to set our ggplot, our data, and our aesthetic. The first one is we just set our year, our X as a year. And then we move on towards geom points. And then we set it year Y is equals to HC. That means Y is the first axis of Y is hard coral and it's 1.5. The line width. And then this one geom the point will be 1.5. And then the NIA I multiply by 4. So if I multiply by 4, you can look at the variable 2 right here. It's actually has been multiplied by 4, which means it becomes almost the same scale as hard coral later on. And then I readjust the scale for scale number 2, y-axis number 2, and so it is in its actual native scale. So if I were to put it this way, yeah, plot 1, then you should see that the dots are actually almost the same scale. I mean almost the same data scale, but it's not in a number scale wise. Hard coral, the red one should use this as the standard, and NIA should use this as the standard. However, how do you make sure that your readers will follow the left and the right? Is by coloring your axis and your words left and right. So this one 2018, right? So we just upgrade it a bit by add another scale. Just now what was the scale again? Continue scale. All right. So using the same script and just add scale X continuous to 2017 to 2023. So if we look at plot 1 again, you should see every year has its own label. Now, having said that, now you just copy this and plot 1 plus all this, which means I already said all the left side of this graph will be in red color. All the one on the right side will be in blue color. So if you zoom in and you look at this graph, then the readers will understand which one you have to use as a standard to look at your graphs, the graphs value. So this is the way GGPLOT use it. Let me go back and look into what happened to the line graph that it didn't work as I did yesterday. And then I will come back to you with the improved script.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. So yeah, this is how you construct multiple axis graph. I believe anyone with a homologous?
With
Anyone
the
using, sorry?
with what?
Homologous.
I don't think so. No.
Homologous is a logger that continuously log temperature and light. So you can use this method to graph out your temperature and your light intensity graph in the same graph. Supposed to use a line graph, but it's okay. And so we is there any questions about this part? Do you have any question?
I don't.
I don't.
We're good.
All right. So I think we'll end in another 1 hour. And so let's move to here. So now this is how you plot your graph based on the format that you want to publish in. So these are the one we are going to use now. Okay, what graph do you wish to see? Line graph, bar graph, box plot, or scatter plot?
Scatter plot.
All right. So let's start. Let's just copy the whole thing here. Okay. And then scatter plot for box plot. No, this is geo points. Okay. And then X will be HC, Y will be NIA again. Let's go for the color based on, let's say, depth. And then this one I can just remove this. And then label Y as NIA percentage. X will be, let's say, HC percentage. Title, HC versus NIA. Right, now, theme pub R, that means it will set its theme preset based on a selected publication. So this is the selected publication. AAAS is a publication for what I can't remember. AAAS publication. AAAS is a American Association for Advanced Science. AAAS publication. So this is the AAAS format for scatterplot. Okay.
So GGPLOT comes with those. Is there like the list of like they already have the standard format for like the big journals?
JAMA. Yes.
Wow, that's helpful.
So yeah, you don't have to scratch your head anymore. So let's say you want to size equals to let's go for just now was 4, right? Yeah, double the size. Yeah, you can see the this is for triple AS. Like you want to for JCO. It's the same. I think NPG, was it NPG having a NPG is the same. Yeah, SNPG and JAMA. I think for graph, this kind of graph is almost the same. Yeah, they provide almost the same standard scale field. Impact yeah, team pop R is to create a publication ready team, and then scale underscore field triple AS. So this is a palette type. Currently there is one available option for paint color. So this is a scale color for what you call that, for science. Let me check if put it here. Is it the same? Yeah, the scale is almost the same, but technically once you have this, you can actually use this basic graph for publication. All right.
Yes, great, thank you.
And now, we have a small problem here, right? So if you want to create bar graph for hard coral, for box plot for hard coral, it's simple. You just make for it for hard coral. But now you have hard coral to others. Would you want to do it one by one? I believe doing it one by one is okay, but if you have more than 100 or more than 10 columns, then you start having problems to do it one by one because it becomes repetitive and it's very hard to put everything in one graph. So this is a script I wrote based on a reference I found online. Is how you like to do it all at once. Okay, first you create, this is a function I created. Okay, what happened is that I create a function called doplot1, and then the function is I put it as an open function, variable one, where my x is depth, my field I'll change it to my depth field to depth leeway. I think leeway will do Lee and Win. And then I change this as depth and leeward slash leeward. Okay. And I leave it open. I only variable one, I leave everything open. Okay. I copy this and I paste it here. Nothing happens, but I've created a new function. This is my new function. If I click on it, you will see the function right here. Okay, so how do you use this function? Use this function by just get this. Copy this and paste it here. But this one only can create, I prefer to do it 2 times 3. That means I want to have 6 graphs only. So what do I do is you go to data 1. If I want to have from hard coral to, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 RC. So I column number 9. So coral is column number 4. So I just change this to 4 and 9 and just press enter. And yeah. Why is it in a very weird resolution? Let me pull the original resolution. Yep, it becomes like this. How's this? So it also renames everything for you. Hard Coral, SC, RKC, NIA, SP, RC. So you can create everything all at once. You don't have to worry about doing it repetitively over and over again. Do you have questions about this?
Could you show us your console again?
Okay. So basically, let me explain to you one by one. Number one is I create a function that within this bracket, this and this whole thing is my function. Okay. But I open var1 as an open variable. I will not state it until I reach this level, until I reach here. So what happened is I put it as a GG object. So I name my graph as an object, and I request it to plot all this, everything basically up until T. And then I put the legend position as none. So you don't see the legend. If I want to add a legend, everyone will have a legend by itself. And then you put in the required variables. And this one, GG object, I add a title, which means the title is automatically designated for every header here, based on the variables. And then I also automatically label it based on for the bottom parts. And then the Y label also automatically based on the variables. And once I've done this function, I only need to request it from what end to what end. So in this case, it was from 4 to 9. If I want to make it with 9 graphs, we can do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 SI, which is 12. So I just put it 4 to 12. It will have a warning because it's too narrow. Yeah, there you go. So it automatically put it as 9 graphs. So okay? We're good?
I haven't gotten it to populate. Do you run the GG object first before?
You run the whole thing. This whole do plots from here down until here.
Why
Oh,
don't you run
down
it in the
into the-
console, not up here?
You don't run up here. I don't think this is a script. No?
This is a function I made it myself.
Wow.
It's a new function.
Okay, so I ran that,
Yes.
and then I run the Q1.
Q1. Yes. You don't have to run Q2 if you don't want to. The Q1, you can do it from 4 to, let's say, just now was what, 9? Did you get did anyone grab the graph?
I haven't yet.
Any error?
Well, let's see. I did,
Function not found, it says.
yeah, object, GG object not found.
GG object not found. Can I see this do plot one? Usually do plot one is the one that has error.
Hold on, I had pluses in front. Let me try to get
You
rid
should
of
really work in here, not on the console.
well,
Let me. Correlation and okay. Is it okay, Edith?
let me try again.
Okay.
Mm. Why is this- so- no. No. Mm. Good. I library one. I don't know that. Mm. Let's press one.
Full name's data. Yours is not called data one, it's data practice.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. I got it.
Got it? Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Welcome. So you can always change these function based on what you need.
That's what it's.
You want to change it to geom box plot or geom line also again. You want to bar plot or scatter plot. But scatter plot, I have a better way. All right.
Hmm.
Can we move on to the, do you have any questions? If not, I'll move on to the next section.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So like I mentioned, there's a better way of creating multiple scatter plots. And with that better way, it will provide a better data analytics and also results for you. Anyone doing multiple correlation in their research? This will be a good way. So please download Performance Analytics and Psych. I'll give you 5 minutes. Let's say I'll come back at 3:25, 10 minutes.
Okay.
All
I'll
right,
pause
so
that.
download, yeah, Performance Analytics and Psych. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll pause the recording now.
No worries. So, just for a recap, thank you very much for coming. No, sorry. So, just load up the library Performance Analytics and library site, and then after that, copy the whole line for it, and only change this end to end. So I just need the number of the column from the first column to the last column. In this case, our data one was hard coral to others. So hard coral is column number 4, and then others column number 13. So you'll see here chart correlation data 1, 4 to 13. You have this warning, it's normal because our data was not more than 60. Because if less than 60, it will show warning for your correlation might not be that accurate. But in Spearman case, it's a non-parametric, so it should be fine. So if you look in the data, the data output will look like this. So on the lower triangle here, this is the scatter plot comparison between 2 continuous data. Like for this is between hard coral and soft coral. At this corner will be hard coral and others. And this diagonal graph will be the histogram of your data. So technically you should, based on this, you kind of know which one is normally distributed and which one is not. And on the top right, this will be your Spearman correlation. Your Spearman correlation means if you see a star, it is less than 0.05. 2 star less than 0.01. And then 3 star is less than 0.001. So in this case, when you look at correlation, you usually have a few rules. Basically, I'll take any numbers that is more than 0.5 or less than -0.5. In this whole sense, I can see that hard coral and neutron indicating algae has a strong correlation relationship because it's more than it's less than -0.58, which means one goes up, the other goes down. So this is how you look in to the multiple correlation data in one go. But my advice is don't use 10, maximum for the best representation is 5 columns. If you use more than 5 columns, your graph will be very small. And if you use more than 10 columns of data, the graph will be extremely small that you can't even read some of the words. So rule of thumb, 5 is the best. And then notice that you have this number, right? So if you want to get it in table, you just need to get this part, right? Copy the whole thing, it's the same. Put it here, and then get the same column number, 4 to 13. All right? And you will get another, like a triangular style table. This value will be exactly the same for this graph. Like, for example, on the top right, this is -0.58. NIA and hard coral is -0.58. So the value here and here is the same. And for significant difference, so you will have to see any value which is less than 0.05 for the top triangle. So this is the value that determines the asterisk. One asterisk is less than 0.05, which is this one. If you have 2 asterisks, let's check which one has 2 asterisks. Let's say, it's random. Like at the bottom here, between SD and silt. So SD and silt, 2 asterisks is less than 0.01. So this one is less than 0.01. That's why it's 0.00. And NIA and HC is definitely less than 0.005, and that is why it represents as 0.00 here. All right? Are we clear?
Yes.
Right. So in one go, you can see all your data. However, notice that this is a base chart. This is a base R plot. You can also use other types to do it. Like for example, we can use pair panels. Copy this whole thing, put it here, and then change this. Let's say like just now 4 to 13, and then maybe just use 2 colors, blue and red. Data 1 based on, let's say, leeward windward. Okay? Everyone ready?
Wait. Lee Win.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you need to change it for data practice? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Here as well, colors.
And so you will see it groups and it has a elliptics about the centroid and the data dispersion of your data. It shows you where are your most data concentrated at. The elliptics represent the concentration of most of your data. The red dot, the bigger red dot, represent the centroid of your data. And the red and blue dot represent the leeward and windward data. All right?
Yep.
Okay. So this is also a base plot. And if you want to increase the complexity, then you have to use ggplots. Okay, so in our data set here, just copy here and paste it here. So our variables start with data 1. Our variable is number 4 to 13. And the factor is we are looking for just now is leeward windward. Leeward windward is number 1. So we change this to number 1 and then factor leeward windward. I don't really need it. Okay. Can you see the script here?
Yep.
All right. All right, take some time.
I have an error.
Really? Well, what's the error?
Wait. See. It says geom density problem while computing aesthetics.
Can you drag your this one, make it bigger a bit?
But also see you didn't change your data set name.
I did. Data on practice.
Wait,
But here
where is my
data.
data? Yeah. Everyone got this data?
He's loading.
All right, it'll take some time. This is a very big analytic process.
See this. Imagine having this graph on paper. Equations overloaded.
I've got it.
Sorry, you got it?
Yep.
All right. So what you see here is it's a big mess. So you see leeward and windward having different colors. So in a larger scheme of things, right? You can see that in general, let's put it soft coral and hard coral comparison. Soft coral and hard coral comparison, the correlation is negative. That means the higher the soft coral, higher the hard coral, the lesser the soft coral. So in this case, in general, but when you look into leeward and windward breaking, you can see that leeward has more stronger. It's stronger negative correlation. If you look at this graph, if you look at these two distribution graph of the red one, you'll notice that the soft coral tends to avoid the peak of the hard coral. It is at the lowest when the hard coral is the highest for leeward at certain point. So this should be reflected for the same thing for NIA with hard coral. And it seems like the correlation was quite strong. Okay? Between these two. And then these are the color separation, and this is the histogram data, frequency data distribution. And this is the box plot differences between leeward and windward. So this represent a whole complete set. of your multiple correlation data. Are we clear?
Yep.
So with this, you can actually put, I mean, I don't advise getting all the 10 columns or the 10 data variables. I try to put it like, usually I advise to select only a few so that the readers will not be confused with the big data. Okay?
Yep. Yes.
All right. Now, we're almost at the end. So do you have any questions?
Nope. I think we're good.
Okay. Lastly, can you please Plotly, install Plotly? I'll give you 5 minutes until 3:45. Then we'll go into our final section of the day. I'll come back in 5 minutes, all right?
Okay.
I'm gonna smooth certain this. I don't think stickers like stick to my.
Oh,
Take a long time to save the record.
yeah, well, at least I uploaded the first half already.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know you can do it.
Well, we stopped for lunch, so
Okay, you stopped the
I stopped
meeting.
the
Okay,
recording.
that's good.
But that one was only an hour and a half long.
Oh,
This one I think is like 3.
how long did it take to upload the one that I thought?
I left my laptop on it to lunch.
Just maybe a laptop open, go chat some dinner, then come back.
Yeah, maybe you wanna cook, right?
I might
Do a place, I guess. and
wait
then
to get
what's
him to upload it.
this? Can you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything I can help?
No, we're just discussing
We're discussing dinner.
dinner.
Hamazushi.
Huh? No.
I went there
What?
yesterday.
Hamazushi.
Hamazushi.
Yeah, I went there yesterday, so
It's certainly the better of the conveyor belt sushi places, in my opinion. Sushiro pales in comparison.
Well, is Dan still there? The Kitaguchi guy, the one with the big ramen,
Big ramen.
the Yume ramen.
that one
You
I
may
don't
know, yeah, the garlic ramen, yes.
Yeah, is Dan still there? Dan from Boston.
Not
I don't
sure.
know.
It's
There's
near
a guy.
Kitaguchi?
Yeah, I think the owner name's Dan, and he graduated from Boston. He was an engineer, and he quit, and he became a ramen shop owner.
I think
Oh,
this will happen to all of us eventually.
yeah. I've really been getting into satandagi, the
Oh.
donuts.
Oh.
That should be a donut maker.
I'm gonna open a cafe at some point, I know it.
Yeah, this place is starved for
No.
cafes, so we could open up a few, I think.
Right? I can do some latte art now.
Oh yeah, and I'll make the donuts.
Perfect. Cafe Donatsu. Oh. Where's paradise in Japanese?
Rakuen?
Bakue?
Rakuen. Like, raku is like relaxed and happy, and N is like park.
I love it. Relax park is paradise.
I think it's Rakuen. Let me double check before I lie. Yeah. Yeah, that's happy. That's the kanji for like sheep.
Right.
Oh, everybody download? Did you download? Did you download it?
Yeah.
Did you download it, Andrew?
Yep.
Boo, I think we're all ready. We have the
Alright.
script downloaded.
Would you kindly load it?
Yep. Library.
Yeah, load the library.
Yep.
All right. So what is plotly? So plotly is a special function which makes your graph interactive. Let's start with a very basic one. Let's plot a single box plot. Okay. So let's go for ggplot. Huh? ggplot data 1 AES. X will be, let's say, depth. Y, let's put it as coral. And then fill based on leeward. All right. And then plus geom underscore box plot. Let's plus another one, theme underscore black and white. So let's put it this way. This is your basic box plot. Oh, not fill color, sorry. I don't like the color. Let's put the scale. Scale color manual. Values SULS. Hold on, yeah. Still. Yep. So please use this script. So this was the box plot that we created earlier, right? Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Okay, now let's name this. Let's give it a name. Let's say data1.plot equal sign. Okay, at the beginning, data1.plot. Let's just give it a name. So whenever we want to plot something, we just go for data1.plot, and that's your plot. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So just add one function. Only for ggplot, yeah. Base plot, you have to write your script all from scratch. But for ggplot, you just ggplotly. Is it ggplotly? I don't know. Yeah, ggplotly. And then put the name of the plot that you saved just now. Like what I saved was data1.plot. Right? And it will come into the viewer. Forgot about this. Touch. Where is my plotly script? Hold on, yeah. I must have this. Sorry. Not this one. You have to dodge it. Position dodge. What was the dodge just now? Let me look for the dodge position. Doesn't dodge. Okay, hold on. Let me check. Ah, sorry, I missed I missed one particular script again. Yeah. All right. Box. Based on what's the group again? Keyword. Hold on, yeah. No, not like this then. So please use this script that I'm sending you over to your chat box. So what happened is that let me clear this off and I'll just write it again. GGPLOT. So what happened was that I have to change the layout for as a group for this thing. So GGPLOT, I plot this data and I have to dodge it so that it doesn't go superimpose on each other. And then what you have here is a very special plot. This plot, you don't put it into your manuscript or your draft. You put it in your presentation. Why? Because this one is an interactive graph where you can look at the quartile, the median, and the mean. Number one. Number two, you can close the unrelated data. Like for example, I don't want to look at windward data. I just click on it, and then the windward data will be switched off.
Oh, I have a
I don't want-
question.
Yes.
So is this the main purpose of GGPLOTly? Like this is
Yes.
where you use that package? And
Yes.
if I want to include this in a presentation, like what data format is it?
It is in HTML.
So can
You
I
can
just
open this with your browser. So this one you can download directly as a HTML.
Oh, cool.
So can also resize
So it's
it.
for data
Or-
presentation.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hold on. I have one more thing to show you guys. If I have this. Apparently, I can't find it anymore. Hold on, give me some time to figure out where's the data. Yeah. Another one. No, not this one. No, not this one. Can't find that. the other one that I'm looking for. And let me see. Yeah, got it. So with this plotly, right? You can actually pull the data in and out. The size of the data. And then you can also remove whichever lines that you don't need it. And in fact, if with more finesse into the data, yeah, we can slide it. This is by using Plotly and eCharts. All right.
Hmm.
It's okay.
Yep.
And you can see the values. Every one stock, single stock that you want to represent it. All right. So this is the temperature of an island, and based on the depth and dive time. Okay. So now, have you heard about Gapminder before?
No.
Have anyone heard about Gapminder? So remember the hard coral and the NIA data that I showed you just now that we used for the example? Yeah. This is the different islands in Malaysia. That one I already summarized it, but this is the actual data. And if you want to present how your data move about with time, I've created this one. And then you just need to, so it's from 2011 to 2020, all right? Just need to press the play button.
Wow.
Such a show off of presentations for
So you
conferences.
can show off your presentation, your data movement, or the way of how to interact with your data using Plotly. This is a part of Plotly, and the more advanced is called eCharts. All right. So
Yes.
we have 5 more minutes before the session ends, but I can extend it. Do you have any questions or anything regarding to today's class, and also extend outside but within the realm of R?
I can't think of anything.
I'm
You
already.
guys have anything?
Oh.
No, I mean, it's been a very informational, helpful session. Thank you so much, Boo. We really appreciate your time.
No worries. It's my pleasure, actually. But if you have any questions, but I still owe you guys one particular script that there was some error in for the dual y-axis. I'll try to figure out the problem, and I'll send the final script to you.
Great. Thank you so much. We look forward to
Right.
that.
That's all for me today. But before we end, right, what do you think about this session? Is it okay? Is it too fast or too slow?
I think it's very good. I mean, personally, I don't have that much R skill or background, so I definitely need to learn more of the basics. But I do think that you gave a very good, thorough overview of ggplot, which is very helpful, and I think will be helpful in the future.
All right. How about the rest?
Yeah, definitely. I guess we all share the same situation. We don't have a lot of experience, and to be facing, of course, it's a lot of information, but definitely helpful. And we just need to keep pressing, and with some luck, we may not need to contact you to help with the analysis. But definitely, yeah, it's great. It was great. Absolutely
All
great.
right.
Thank you so much, Boo.
All right, and I think that's wrap up for today. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes.
And I hope to see you guys in the future. See you
Yes,
around.
please. We would love if you could do more of these in the future. It'd be great to attend and learn more.
Yes,
All
also
right, sure.
advanced stuff for the actual analysis and statistical tests and
Oh,
Yeah.
The statistical test and the more advanced stuff, usually it's very, I will say, specific. That means you only have that data then you'll need to do that kind of statistics. So depending on everyone and everyone's research target.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
So ecological has its own package. For phylogenetics, it has its own package. But even within phylogenetics, if you are using eDNAs, you have to use another package. So the 8 is only for tree building, phylogenetic tree building. And then there will be the GLMM is for model buildings. And you have species distribution models. You have deep machine learning random forest models. And then you also have, I will say, market basket analysis. This is more like for looking at nominal patterns. Patterns between names, not number, but between names and how it links with each other. And there are also, anyone's doing interview in this room?
I am.
All right. Have you heard about Smart PLS?
No, I haven't.
Smart PLS is I can't remember the full name. Smart PLS. Smart PLS SEM. This is the one that you will I will advise you to have a look at it. PLS SEM. This one, look into verbal interview, and it tries to connect between words to create word network.
Okay,
So, like for example, if you use this word, what is the context and what are the other words that comes with this word? Yeah. SEM. So let me see what is the no stats. So this one will be another no standard mean error. I can't remember the name suddenly, but I've helped some social science researcher to come up with a word network. It's a word network analysis. Yeah. Have you seen this kind of this kind of graph before? The bigger the circle.
yes.
Yeah, this
Social
will be
media companies love this.
sorry.
Social media companies love using this graph.
Yes,
talking about
you
what
can
to talk
create
about.
this easily using GGPLOTs.
Mm.
But this one is the what scientists social science use this kind of graph.
Right.
Yeah, you can look into this.
Word network analysis.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's really helpful.
So anyone else have any questions?
I think we're good. Thank you so much.
Right.
It's been incredibly helpful and informative.
No worries. Have a nice day, and
Yes.
hope you guys learned something today.
Yeah,
Bye,
we'll talk
guys.
to you soon. All right, take care. Have a good one.
You too. Sure. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Um